Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you
from Alex's front
from
room.
my front room this time.
We're mixing it up a fair bit, keeping you guys on your toes. You normally used to see us in like the gym shed, and then we were in his like dining room / kitchen.
Now front room.
Now in the front room. Next week we're going to do it from his car. Then the week after that we might do it from the street.
TikTok, what's happening? How are you? Are you guys having a good day?
How is everyone? How are we?
Hello, Bryn and Alex.
YouTube. Hello. I can't read your name from here, but hello. I'm incredibly blind.
Yeah, you are.
Hello everyone. Hope your day's going well. Hope everything is good in and around the hood. Not just
in the hood.
Not just in, but around. Also
in the general vicinity.
Financially as well. I hope all is doing well financially in and around the hood during these troubled times. Today, episode 10.
Tell me what we're doing, because I've got. Bryn just turned around to me and said, "You know what? I know what's going to happen."
This one's on me, Chief. I got this.
He turned around to me and he was like, "Don't worry. I know what I'm doing." And I was like, "Should I be worried?" And he's like, "No." I'm like,
Exactly. So this is all fresh ground for Mr. Amaginos. So today,
Sean from Southampton.
Today on the Top Bunk Podcast, we're getting deep.
Okay.
We're getting. Ooh.
Well, that was a good
That was horrid. We are getting a balls deep.
Okay.
With the Top Bunk Boys, and that's exactly what I want you to title this: Getting Deep with the Top Bunk Boys.
Wow, that's going to sound so dodgy. But okay.
Yeah, it's what draws the people in. It's what they want. I've seen Top Bunk fan fictions.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
That's a complete myth. But if someone wants to do one that's not completely weird,
fan fiction,
we'll read it out on podcast. We'll read it out, but don't make it super weird.
Yeah, just send it in. Send it in to the I don't know, the Top Bunk Podcast Instagram. Send it in. If you've got fan art, send it in.
If you've got fan art or fan fiction, send it in.
What's happening?
We'll read it one time. So, it's kind of what we did. For those of you that don't know, and probably all of you, we did an episode that never went up because we tried to use 2 different mics, and realistically that was never going to work.
It really broke.
But we thought it would make us look cool, but it didn't work.
But it didn't, yeah.
And it was just basically we're getting deep today, big man. So I hope
what's happening?
Hope you got your thinking hats on.
Tell me what we
got some questions here.
Oh,
yeah, we got some of them, but different ones, right?
Oh, okay.
And I just want to say that it was on a page of 365 like thought-provoking questions, right?
Okay.
I've got maybe 20 here, but I only got up to number 72 on the list.
Okay, got you.
So if the people
because
like
we don't have time to watch 375 word questions.
Also, but so the people, if the people like where this is going,
nasty.
And they want to see more, there's like 300 more of these that we could go through. Maybe we could make it every 10. Depends if you guys like it. Anyway, question number 1, Mr. Alex, and we're starting off quite deep here.
Okay.
What gets you excited about life?
Wow, that is really straight up.
I told you.
In the deep end.
I told you. Get your thinking hat on.
In the deep end.
And then anyone on TikTok who's live with us now, if you've got any meaningful, thoughtful, thought-provoking questions, hit us with it. We'll do it.
Or just answer this one. What gets you excited about life?
What gets you excited about life?
Chuck it in the comments, and I'll read as many of them as I can out.
What gets you out of bed in the morning?
What gets you hyped? What gets me hyped?
It could be, something that is now.
It could be my nan's dog.
It could be. Who should be listening to the Top Bunk Podcast, but it could be.
Oh, she's dead.
Irrelevant.
Should still be listening to the Top Bunk Podcast.
Not really relevant though, is it?
It's not. No.
It could probably not. It could be something that is relevant to your life now. It could be something that you're looking forward to in 5 years. It could be something that you're aiming for. It could be something that you're aspiring for.
Elizabeth
what gets
says
you
Willy.
excited in life? Penis.
Yeah,
that's perfectly good answer.
Are we doing a podcast? Yes, we are. Now, what gets me out of bed in the morning?
What gets you excited about life? Yeah, firstly, absolutely.
Firstly, if that's not your answer off the bat, what even are you doing?
Exactly.
But in all seriousness, what gets me out of bed in the morning is I don't know, just looking forward to what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah.
Will my dog bite me? Maybe. Will I crash my car? Hopefully not. But will it happen?
But there's a chance.
We look forward to things like
and
this.
that is very, very true, because that is something that I think is great. I mean, a lot of people sit there and complain and say like, oh yeah, I just wish, I hate surprises. I wish that, I could know what's going to happen to me when I wake up. No, why?
It's going to be so boring.
Literally. And that's what makes, again, without trying to get mad philosophical and hippie and whoa.
That's what makes life.
Exactly. The fact that you get out of bed in the morning, you don't know what's going to happen. I could go for my haircut after this. Boss man could take my ear off. For all I know. I mean, I trust him not to. But
I really hope he doesn't.
I also, for the sake of my hearing, really hope he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But he could. I could go in there and he could give me a dead trim.
Could you hear without... You can hear without the outside of your ear?
Yes.
It won't look good.
No.
No, it will look a little bit dodgy, but you can still hear without the ear.
Imagine just one side of your face being just smooth.
Flat.
Flat.
That's
flat as the earth.
Yeah,
Conspiracy theories, part 2. But yeah, no, just everything is... Nothing is guaranteed. Everything is a surprise.
Jaden says, Bryn. Alf. No.
I get too excited about life, Jaden. Well, Jaden...
I was getting bullied by Alex on his stream yesterday.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just the fact that nothing is certain.
Yeah, no, I agree
although
with
uncertainty at times in life can be a bit of a bitch. Wank. Yeah.
It can be a bit of a bitch.
It's
like, let's say me and Megan, we've sorted out a nice little day to go out, whatever, blah blah blah, and it just rains. That just kind of shits on it. But you never know. We could stay in.
Exactly.
You order Domino's.
You work around it.
You order a Domino's.
Exactly.
That's what happens.
Exactly.
Blessing in disguise, people.
Exactly, and that's one of the kind of good. I mean, it can be, like you said, it can be a right pain in the backside.
It can.
But at the same time, how many times have you made a last minute plan
and it's been really good
that you never expected to do?
Yeah,
it's been a really good night.
Yeah, fully. Bryn, Jaden says Bryn is epic.
Thank you, mate. I do try my best. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning.
Brain doesn't matter, Alex.
No, and I have to come and carry this.
Elizabeth.
Not only the podcast, but the TikTok live.
Rick, make it a funny memory if you continue what you're doing with that day. It can, but then it can also, ruin plans because no one wants to go to the beach when it's raining.
Some people would.
It's not so nice though, is it?
Oh yeah, I'd much prefer it if it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. But lay a towel down.
Depends how nice the beach is.
Yeah, true.
Cool.
Anyway, second one. Let's go.
What lesson did you have to learn the hard way? Yeah.
What lesson did I have to learn the hard way? I don't know. Going in raw is never a good idea?
Wow. Then you learned that the hard way.
No, sorry, dry, not raw, dry.
No, and you learned that the hard way. Jeez, I feel bad for you.
No. I don't know. I think... What lesson did I have to learn the hard way? Oh, that's an easy one.
Yep.
You can't
do a podcast with 2 microphones, both recording at the same time. That's what we learned.
Without testing it out first.
Very true.
No, I think that my answer to that would probably be that you can't expect someone to... I don't know how to word this.
No, go on.
I've got it. It's on here. It's on the top of my tongue. You can't expect someone to have the same expectations as you. So
I got you.
So let's say for example, right? Easiest example is a relationship.
Yes.
So let's say if you're putting in 100%, you can't just expect the other person to put in 100% also.
Yeah.
Because
as much as you would like that, you've got to be comfortable and happy with the possibility that they may not.
Yeah, and then you also have to be comfortable and happy to realise actually this isn't good enough.
Yeah.
So you've got to be comfortable with...
Don't rely on other people to match your expectations.
Yeah, actually that's the Greekness coming out.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, that's just me being Greek.
Thank you.
Spot me. What's up, Brooklyn?
So I would...
Mr. Ben.
I would go with one that is really, 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 really deep. Life ain't fair. It's not.
True. Yeah, no,
It's
that's
not.
a really good shout. Yeah, that's also a good one.
You can be the nicest person in the world. You can
and
put
get
in,
shit thrown at you.
You can put in. You can hustle every single day, and you can have the highest work ethic known to
best
man.
attitude on the planet.
Literally, you can address everything in such a positive way. You're still gonna get shit on.
Yeah. Whether you like it or not.
And no matter how hard you try at something, it still might not work out.
Yeah. And you've got to be fine with it.
Coming back to your point, again, the easiest way to do this is a relationship. If you put in 100% of the effort and you put in so much time and effort into making this work,
the other person might decide, no, it's not for me.
And it doesn't then work.
It's shitting.
It feels like ass.
Yeah, it feels like you've just been taken. Your face has just been put like on a little still, on a little G clamp, and then a truck is just coming and...
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling, but at the same time, that's gonna be a big that's gonna be a big part of today's podcast.
It is what it is.
What it is. But
no, fully.
Also, just life ain't fair. Shitty things happen to good people.
Yeah, and good things happen to shit people.
Yeah, just take it as it comes, to be honest.
Take it as it comes, but don't ever go in raw.
Bite the pillow, I'm going in dry.
Oh Lord.
What did you wish you spent more time doing 5 years ago? So back when we were 16, what did you wish you spent more time doing? And why?
Science.
Science?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, as shit as it sounds.
What, because of Miss Roberts?
No, because...
But Miss Roberts was a very good reason to go to science.
I mean, for you guys it was. You know my view on it. You know my view on it.
Bad one.
Alicia, if you're listening to this, you know...
Alicia, if you're listening to this, you know what to do. Right?
Hit him up.
_Ferber
on Instagram.
You know why I'm here. And I know why I'm here. And you know why I'm here. All I'm saying, Alicia.
Anyway.
I think she's married now.
No, I think she is.
Yeah.
But
well, Alicia, you know why I'm here.
Oh, maths test. What chest? Math test. Wait, what? I thought we were mentioning things that we could cheat on. No, don't do it. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
Anyway,
especially not to a married woman.
Yeah, God, that's wrong. That's wrong.
God.
Revision. Yeah, legit. Elizabeth. Yeah, revision. Because if I would have focused more in science and actually done like a biology in college,
yeah,
I would have been at the uni that I wanted to, and I'd actually be smart going into that. I'd be prepared.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because not gonna lie to you, I went to Plymouth, like not done biology in my life, and then like basically got bent over a table, fisted with Thanos' gauntlet, just dry.
Bro. Dry as well. Wow.
That's what I said. Going in dry is not a good idea.
Oh my.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't fun. But yeah, no, probably just revision.
Yeah, mine's probably the same. Yeah. I wish I just
tried. I wish
I worked harder.
Try a little bit more.
Because looking back on it, I was like 16, so that was what?
When you think you're a Batman.
That was what, year 11 / first year college.
Yeah, I class it as year 11-ish.
Yeah, I wish.
Well, let's think about it this way. This time 5 years ago, we just left Brookfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just finished our GCSEs.
Yeah, I just wish I tried harder, man. You know, like I was looking back on it, I was so and like I'm not turning around and saying that I'm like thick as pig shit now.
Yeah, we're not saying we're smart.
I was so on it and smart coming out of junior school.
Yeah. Like
my SATs grades, next level, bruv. Like I was in the top.
Don't even know. Never did SATs.
What's the Greek equivalent?
You don't have one.
Cool. Year 6 tests, pretty much. I was in like the top 3% in the country. I was so smart.
Mind you, eat less is also a good one.
And then,
I mean, I was already eating, not a lot.
Yeah, I was in the top 3%. Oh, COVID.
Corona.
COVID. Yeah, I was in like the top 3% of the country coming out of SATs. So I was a smart one. And then I don't really know what happened. Yeah, genuinely, everything just went downhill, and I don't know what happened. My work ethic dropped, and I just stopped.
Turned into Hiroshima.
I just stopped kind of not caring, because I mean, year 7 and 8, I was still on track to get decent. I didn't get bad GCSEs, but I just wish I tried harder, because then that work ethic that I kind of dropped in like year 9, 10, 11, then followed me into college, and I absolutely bombed first year college. My first year college results were shit. I picked it up second year. I got grades that I could have gone to uni with, but then I went and cooked.
Fucking Jesus!
Christ, ladies and gents, here we go.
My right nostril is awfully itchy.
Comes back from Greece.
Awfully itchy.
Suddenly starts sneezing in there.
I think we all wish we worked harder in high school. Yeah, good.
Yeah, and like it's one of those things that like your parents turn around and say to you, and they're like, "Oh, worked really hard at school because you'll regret
like,
it later in life.
yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, of course I will.
And they actually do.
Yeah, because I really wish that. Like, by no means do I regret the path that I took in terms of going into cooking and stuff like that. But
it's a podcast.
There's other things I wish
you did more.
Yeah.
Of. Yeah.
Because there's so many things. There's so many things there that I didn't do, so I don't know if I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Like, what if I was a massive science? What if I did science at college and I really, really liked it, and then I became a doctor?
I think, again, like, another thing that I'd say is, like, if someone is listening to this and you're under 16, like, literally just try as much shit as you can.
Yeah, man, it's not as... I don't...
Like, I'm not just talking in terms of school, I'm talking in general, like, try whatever you can.
Hustle. Like...
Yeah.
Put aside being seen as a... Put aside...
Cool boy
yeah,
and shit like that.
It's not nerdy to try hard, so put some effort in. Like, it's... Your mates at school may think, oh, he's so cool because he doesn't care. They also won't think you're cool in 10 years' time when you're working a dead-end job for minimum wage.
Can we also put something out there? The fact that how much you work has completely nothing to do with how cool you're seen. I'm not going to lie to you, out of, like, the bike shed, like, how many of them were disgustingly ugly?
Yeah.
Like, maybe 2?
Yeah.
And that's just because they were funny.
Yeah, well, like, most of them weren't. I ain't gonna front. Most of them weren't.
But then, like...
most of them were just arseholes.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Just fucking work hard. And if you're good looking, then sure, you're gonna be cool. But if you're not, then whatever.
You were good looking at secondary school.
Secondary school, mate. Like, Rosie Daniels literally told me I was half eyebrow, half spots.
Okay, not the point. I thought you were a good looking lad in secondary school. I thought you were a really good looking lad in secondary school.
I don't know. I know. I kind of like had a better run from year 11 upwards than from year 11 downwards.
So did everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I just say, like, let's just try and do your best at whatever you can, and literally just try as many things as you can. As in, like, try and get a taste of everything. Try,
because, like, again, it's like I said earlier. I could have gone and done science at Barton, and I might have loved it. Like, don't be afraid to try new things. Don't just stick to what you know, which is what I did, and then I ended up hating what I stuck to.
Yeah.
So, like, I left secondary school wanting to be an actor. I put all my eggs in one basket at college to try and be an actor. Did 1 year of it and then literally did 1 year and decided I hated acting.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no.
Don't be afraid to try new things.
Get that.
Step out your comfort zone.
And you might actually find, like, oh, I didn't think I'd like this, but then you do it and you're like,
this is and then that's when you find your passions. That's when you find what you want to do later
maybe
in
a little
life.
bit less creepy than that, but
equally as creepy. That's
Me
not
gusta.
Right. Do you ask enough questions, or do you settle with what you know?
Yes. What's that?
Do you ask enough questions, or do you settle with what you know?
Oh, now that you need context with. I mean, I settle with what I know in terms of the Earth is not flat.
Yeah.
But then I also ask enough questions to be like, ooh, but what happens if it was?
Okay.
That'd be cool.
So you ask enough questions that you can see both sides of a theory.
Yeah. I ask enough questions.
As opposed to
having a single point of view.
Being quite close-minded.
Yeah, and saying the Earth is flat and then they've got fans around the world.
Yeah.
Banter. But yeah, no, I'd say, like, I think the way to do it is the way everyone should do it is you should have your own opinion because
absolutely.
That's justifiable.
Think for yourself.
But then also, like, be able and open to understand other people's
this is literally comes back to the whole BLM thing that we did on the first ever episode.
Yeah.
Have your opinions, but don't be so close-minded and ignorant not to listen to other people's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, spot on.
Like, there's no 100 unless it's something blatantly obvious. There's no 100% obvious answer in the world.
Yeah,
to problems. Like, if you turn around and went, I don't like Donald Trump, there's going to be someone that turns around and goes, I like Donald Trump. They'll tell me why they like him. I'll tell them why I don't like him, and then we move on with our lives. Yeah. But if you were to, again, and it's such an easy example to give, politics and stuff like that, but if you came out of that discussion without even listening or giving a second thought to the other person's opinions,
you'd just be a dick.
Yeah, you're just a little bit up your own at that point.
Yeah. And like at that point, you don't learn things.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
They say that like ignorance is bliss. So like if you stay within your own little bubble and your own little thoughts, and you think that everything you say and think and do is right, you're going to be really, really happy in life. That's great. That's literally wonderful.
That's cool.
But you're also
you don't
missing.
Become educated.
You don't become educated, and you're missing out on so many different thoughts and theories and points and views that you're going to live a really, really sheltered life. Yeah, like for example. Again, when I first wanted to try and bulk up, I literally said to you so many times, you said make a meal plan. I said I don't want to make a meal plan. I said I just need to eat the calories first. It doesn't matter what I'm eating, as long as I hit this number, it's going to be great. So yeah, at first I was kind of like, yeah, I knew you were right. Yeah. I knew you were right, but I just didn't really care for your point of view. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'll deal with that once I put a bit of weight on.
Ow.
Yeah, mate.
That's fine. Ow.
But then you sat down and actually told me about macros and stuff, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, this is actually quite important to what I'm trying to do. So listen to other people's points of views. Don't be ignorant. But yeah, in terms of the actual question,
yes.
I'd like to think I ask enough questions.
I think there is a certain amount
I can recall being in situations where I haven't had a clue what's happening. But instead of actually asking, you just go with it.
You sail the tide.
That's happened so many times.
I agree. Also, Elizabeth said, I don't really ask questions, but I could get lost in the top 20 fact video coming out with useless info.
Very true.
We've all been there. We've all done that. Let's be fair.
Late at night.
Don't bullshit me. If you haven't done that, I'm
Ocean
sorry.
Mysteries in the first Scooby-Doo season. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go on then. Why not?
I'll do it. Absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
Spot on. Moving on.
Do the people you love know that you love them?
I should think so. I mean, my dogs do.
Yep.
My parents do.
Yep.
I think my brother does.
Yeah, but sibling relationships are completely different.
They're like a hot and cold one. Yeah, I should think so.
Yeah. Because that's one thing that like is that's one I've got a few like big ones that are like really like kind of meaningful, at least in my eyes on this list, and this is one of them.
Right.
Because it's like it's difficult, right? So do the people that I love know that I love them? Again, I'd certainly hope so. You know, Dad, the dogs, you, George, Ash, Dan, like I would like, by no means do I turn around every day and go, oh, I love you.
Love you.
Like, you don't do that, right? But at the same time,
don't get me wrong, I'll say it to my parents, like, before I'm leaving for work, I'll be like,
exactly.
See you later.
Yeah, exactly. But
and roll out the door.
Yeah, but again, if I turn around to you and the boys every day and went, oh, I really, really love you,
I'm not gonna lie, I would pull Ash and
George
Kaz to the side and I'd be like, right, boys, listen,
but
something here is not rolling the right way.
But this is one thing that is so weird, especially with our generation, is that not enough. Let's go for instance.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use you and Meg as an example.
Okay.
Let's say one day you woke up and decided, shit, yeah, I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Would you tell her immediately?
Yeah.
You would tell her immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe not like immediately. I'm not
so,
talking,
okay.
not talking you message. You wake up at 4:30 and go, oh, I have to tell her. Like.
Okay. So let's quickly set a fact straight.
Alright.
The bomb's already been dropped.
Oh.
Straight up.
Very nice.
The bomb's already been dropped.
Very nice. Congratulations. I'll shake your hand for that. Well in.
But we've been talking for a while, right?
Yeah.
So I like already got to know her and everything about her and all that kind of stuff. What she hates, what she likes, what she does like in her spare time, what she wants to do, and all that kind of shit. All the meaningful stuff.
Yeah.
And then like there was a few moments, where I was just like,
yeah,
you're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of moments.
Yes.
And I realised like. At some point, I turned around to her and I was like, I think we were just laying in bed.
Yeah.
I turned around to her, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, this is early, like, on conventional, like, relation, this is fucking early.
Yes.
But I turned around to her and I was like, but this has been happening a lot and I'm not gonna lie to you, I fucking love you. And then
Good man.
she was like, you know what, That's fine. I can't say it. No.
Do you know what?
She
You're
turned
a
around.
bitch.
No, she turned around. She was like, I've had a couple of moments. I don't want to say it just yet.
Good.
But yeah.
Good.
So we went back to what we were saying, where you
Literally.
don't tell the person, you don't say, "Oh, I love you," and then
Literally.
be like, "Actually, I
Fair
did."
play, Meg. I respect that big time.
And then like maybe I think it was like maybe a day later, she turned around to me. She was like, "I had a lot of those moments today."
Yeah.
And yeah, love you too. I was like,
Good.
Yay.
See, and that's one thing that I think our generation.
Alex, pizza on pineapple, that is fucking illegal.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Not a chance. 0%.
Piss off. I'm
0%.
sorry. No, leave.
Not never, ever, never, ever, ever. Never.
I would happily interrupt the podcast to say that.
100%.
Pineapple on pizza or pizza on pineapple, neither.
Quick break, boys.
Get
Absolutely not.
Jaden, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Jaden.
But no.
You and I are good friends. But yeah, it's something that our generation puts a lot of emphasis on, which is a good point because don't get me wrong, back in like, did you have like a secondary school relationship, like year 7 or year 8? I know you're still in Greece.
I had like a year 9 one. Should we count it in?
Yeah, I will count
chuck
it
in
in.
there. Yeah.
I remember I was like, I got in a relationship with this girl in year 8, and like a week later, be like, oh my god, I love you so much.
Who was that? Go on. Who was it?
Do it. Emily Asprey, right?
Oh! Emily's funny. She's alright.
Yeah, she's calm. She's cool.
Yeah, no,
she's a sweet one.
She wasn't bad looking.
No, she's a sweet one.
Yeah,
she was pretty chill.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Anyway,
yeah. No.
Yeah, but our generation, like, everyone's really scared to say it in case, like, they
get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
I just straight up turned around to Megan and I was like, look,
yeah, good on you, fam.
I had these.
Really good on you.
Pretty
good
sure
on
I love
you because, like,
okay,
again,
cool.
And it's something that I really need to do more of is like, and again, without trying to get crazy philosophical, tomorrow is never guaranteed.
Yeah.
I might not, like, as kind of glass half empty as it is.
I
might not wake up tomorrow.
Someone might have put a bomb in my house.
I might not wake up tomorrow. That's how, like, glass half. And yes, it's a really glass half empty way to look at the world, but it does have a positive spin on it in the fact that
do whatever the fuck you want today.
Yeah, exactly. Do whatever you want today. Say whatever you want today. As long as it's not like mad terroristy. Like we draw the line there. But like,
because if so, you are dying today, not tomorrow.
Tell people how you feel. If you love someone, tell it. Like, as long as it's not creepy, stalkery kind of levels.
Yeah.
If you love someone, tell them you love them. Tell them you like them. Tell them if there's this guy that you've had a crush on for years. Go and tell him.
Stop being a little bitch.
Ask him on a date. Do whatever, because tomorrow is never guaranteed.
Yeah.
There's no free pass, free ticket that says you get one more day on this earth. Like, go and do it, because nothing is guaranteed.
Yeah. No, I agree. So it's like,
if you love someone, don't be a bitch, go and tell them.
I was sat there thinking the other day, like, plus you never know the alternative, right? So like, let's say I was just sat there thinking, if I left my house, 5 minutes later, and there was someone just speeding down that road or something, and I reversed out and he just T-boned me and I died. Like, that is completely plausible.
What if, back in science, in year 9,
we turned on the Bunsen burner?
Not even that. Think about this, right? And I do this sometimes. It's, what is it? It's either the butterfly effect or the Mandela effect. It's one of the two. They might be the same thing. I'm not really sure.
Maybe.
What if year 9 science, me and George were on separate sides of the year?
Yeah.
And you got put in a class that wasn't with us.
Yeah, it's butterfly.
What would have happened? Podcast wouldn't be here. Malia wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be playing American football together. Me and George wouldn't be playing golf.
Which, let's be fair, that might have been a good thing.
Maybe. Look at the sound that we play golf, that might be a good thing. I at least probably would never have been friends with Ash.
I'm going to quickly do the camera.
Which is kind of mad. You know? Like, you sit there and think about little things and it's like, again, it is kind of relevant to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Carpe diem. Seize the fucking day, boys and girls.
Yeah,
do it today.
Get that.
Because tomorrow's never guaranteed.
Can't really do that if they're ignoring you though, can you?
Yes, you can.
Until you get a restraining order. No, I was going to say no means yes, but that's a really bad thing.
No means yes and yes means anal.
There you go. You said it.
Right.
Yeah, no. Next one.
if you had a friend who spoke to you the same way you speak to yourself, how long would you keep that friend around?
Same way I speak to myself.
So like,
let's say I did something.
So say like if you're stood, say you've just had a meaty gym sesh, right? You're feeling the pump. You rip your shirt off, stand in front of your bathroom mirror, and you sit there and think, Jesus Christ, you look small. Or like if you're bulking and you sit there and look at yourself and you go, Jesus, you look fat. If you had a friend that talked to you like that, how long would you keep him around?
See that guitar?
Yeah.
I'll slap him with it.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No cap.
Fully.
Fair.
Like, the thing is, right, I'm very happy. The thing is, I'm a dick to myself because
100%.
I realise that if I'm not and someone else is, that might hurt my feelings. So I'm just sat there like, you know what?
I am also very self-critical.
I'm cool with being, like earlier on today, right, I stepped on my scales, I was 180 something pounds. Those who do not know, 185 is about 85 kilos, so...
Nice, bro.
I don't know, like maybe 82, 83 kilos?
Somewhere in the vicinity.
Somewhere around that. And I was like 15% body fat, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, nah, it's not 15, that's way more.
Yeah.
And like, I'm cool with that because I look at it and I'm like, that's not what I want it to be. But if someone turned around to me and was like, yeah, no, you look fatter, I'd be like, motherfucker, I will drop kick you until your ass looks like the black 8 ball.
Nice.
The black number 8 ball. It's be so bruised.
I like it. And I like how you specified the asshole, not just the whole ass.
Yeah, no, not the whole ass, just the asshole.
I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
shit rubbed all over it, you know.
Nice, bro. But yeah, this just links back into how like self-critical people are at times. I mean, don't lie. Sometimes I look in the mirror and go, God damn, boy, you're a snack.
Yeah, no,
like,
fully.
I look good. Yeah, I will appreciate the fact that I look good. But like, I'm not gonna lie. During I'm not as committed to the bulk as I was, and it kind of shows. But back when I was really committed to it, I'd step on the scales in the morning. I would have gained maybe 2-3 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'd look at myself in the mirror and be like, this is fucking pointless. Like, what is the point? Like, you're literally putting in so much effort to eat all this food and work out, and it's literally doing nothing. The result is not worth the effort that you're putting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in reality, if one of my mates turned around and talked to me like that, I'd be like, right, well, hold on, dickhead. Like, I'm trying. Hold on, I'm trying my best. But yeah, it's just, I mean, it's, without trying to get mad, like, mental healthy, it does link back into that. Like, people are so self-critical on themselves that it makes them, you know, not depressed, but
I think that's the thing. You need to be able to draw the line between self-critical and
bullying,
like, just toxic to yourself.
Yeah. By all means, it's good to be self-critical because
fully.
I mean, don't get me wrong. A good example is when we play American football and the plays get uploaded to Huddle and we can watch them back. Mm-hmm. I'll look at the plays and I'll sit there and go, okay, you could have.
What was good there?
Yeah, that was good, but you could have done this a bit better. You didn't really, you know,
do that.
Start with speed. It was obvious you were going to do this and that and that.
Yeah.
It could have been defended really easily. Next time, do this, and this, and that's fine because that is critical to a point that you can build up on it. Yeah, it's more self-assessment than self-criticism.
Yeah.
But like, if it gets to a point where you are, like you said, just being toxic to yourself and kind of putting yourself down,
you need to get that shit checked out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who the hell's instilled that into you. If that's like your mum, your dad, your whatever.
Yeah, or if it's just yourself being way too hard on yourself. And I know it's difficult to say because I've been there or thereabouts sometimes, especially when I've been kind of, because everyone has their down days. Don't get me wrong, I've had days where I've been a right arsehole to myself. But and obviously I understand that some people it's more often than not because that's a mindset that you've got, and it's I understand once you're in there it's hard to shake it. I mean, don't get me wrong, when one of my ex-girlfriends kind of ended things with me, I spent the next I spent the next maybe month and a half sat there looking at myself like, oh well, you weren't good enough, you should have done this, you should have done that, you weren't good enough for her, why was she even with you, you're a waste of time, you're a waste of space, and this and that. And I look back at it and go, come on lad, but you weren't.
Like I think
I didn't do anything wrong. She
that.
just didn't feel that strongly about me.
Yeah.
But I beat myself up to the point where it was genuinely making me like a little bit depressed.
I would just turn around to myself and just be like, look at myself and be like, stop being such a like if
stop being so hard.
If I felt like that, I'd look at myself and be like, you're fucking pathetic.
Yeah, and I mean but at the same time, like if I go back to that,
that does happen.
Yeah, but if that was one of my friends saying that to me, I would kick off. Yeah, literally. If I had one of my mates coming up and go, yeah, well, mate, to be fair, you were not ever good enough for her, and you didn't treat her well enough, and you never deserved her in the first place, to be honest.
Thing.
Oh, but
PlayStation.
Yeah, if one of my mates came up to me and talked to me like that, I'd be like, yeah, hold on, like you're supposed to be one of my mates.
Yeah, high five with a chair.
And literally, and at the end of the day, you're meant to be your own mate, as sad and lonely as that sounds. You are meant to be your own mate. Like, you're never going to have a good day if you get out of bed and just immediately beat yourself up.
Yeah.
And I understand that that's hard to say because, again, sometimes people have. Yeah, exactly. I've been there. I'm sure you've been there.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times.
But don't start your day off on a bad note.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't start off on the. It's like, you must have seen it. Like, if you had. If you had like £83,000 in a bank account and someone took 10 quid, you're not going to chuck the rest of it in the bin, are you?
Yeah.
So like you've got 83,000 seconds in a day. If someone is an arsehole to you for 10 seconds and you spend all day crying and being down about it, like what's the point? You're again,
literally wasting a
again, I understand, like, if they're massively arseholes to you, then yeah, you are going to think about that for a bit, but don't let that define your day. And again, coming back to what we were saying earlier, tomorrow's never guaranteed, so don't have potentially your last day on the earth being down.
A bitch.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I'm sorry to put it this way, but just if someone's being mean for you for 10 seconds and you think the entire day about it, unless they said something like, I wish your dog was dead.
Yeah, unless they've really gone in on it.
Unless they really like dug the hole in, I'd be like, you just need to stop thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie. But that is what it is. In that again,
it is
what it is. It's gonna be said a lot during this because at the end of the day,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like shit will happen. You need to deal with it.
Right. Are you holding on to something you need to let go
of? No, I went to the toilet earlier, so I'm all good in that aspect.
Nice.
But other than that, no, I'm pretty chilled.
See,
I'm pretty chilled.
I think I'm alright as well.
Yeah,
and that's a big one. It's like a lot of people. I am one of those people that will hold on to something that realistically I don't need to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm quite good at holding a grudge. I am quite stubborn, but right now, to be fair,
I'm very stubborn. Don't get me wrong. I'm probably like if someone starts an argument with me and I know that I'm right,
I'm gonna fight my corner.
I will
100%.
I will fight my corner and 2 other corners just because fuck it.
Literally, yeah.
But like, let's say me and this guy the other day were having an argument, right? On TikTok, we were having like a debate.
This is how England.
It was on one of my videos, and he turned around to me and was like, England has got its democracy, which is part of the culture. I was like, democracy does not form part of a culture.
No.
Like, the culture is like the arts, the history, the sports, the music, that kind of thing. Saying we've got democracy in my head does not mean like democracy. Like your political stance as a country has got nothing to do with the culture. Yeah, sure, it's got to do with freedom and like freedom of speech and all that kind of shit. But like at the end of the day, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't. I just turned around to him and I was like, look, if you look up the definition of culture, this, that, the other, you'll find out that democracy is not actually in it, neither is stance. But going back to what we were saying earlier, I turned around to him, I was like, you know what? You're not listening. I know I'm right. Have a good rest of your Sunday.
I know I'm right.
Bitch.
Get fucked.
I was like, alright, that's fair, you got a different definition to what is in the dictionary. That's fine.
But like in terms of like emotion, like, and this is something that I hear quite often people say, like emotional baggage.
Oh no, I've got no emotional baggage.
Me neither. Like
I don't have any daddy issues. It's all good.
No, which is good, but some people do. But do you know what? And I have in the past, but as of right now, I don't think I'm holding on to anything I need to let go of. I'm pretty calm. I'm pretty chill. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. Life. No, I don't think... I mean, I'm literally just running through things in my head and I'm like...
No,
I think I'm pretty content with it.
I'm
pretty content with everything. I mean...
This
COVID's a little bit of a bitch, but, you know, we can glaze over that.
It's a good one. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? So if you were looking... So if you didn't... TikTok. He's 21. This is just judging off of your lifestyle.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, so if judging from your lifestyle, how old would you say you are?
I'm going to say around, like, 25.
Okay, so not massively different from where you are.
No, like, I mean, look, whenever I've ever got free time, I go live on TikTok and I play video games.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Yeah.
Pretty, I mean, I'm not going to lie, the TikTok side of things, now that I say it, kind of more towards a 13-14 bracket, because, you know, that's where it's mostly used, but, like, other than that, I'm like 72.
Yeah, like, I there's aspects of my life where I sit there and go, yeah, you act your age, like, in terms of...
There's others,
going
like
out
when
with,
you play golf.
Going out with, oh yeah.
It's like golf 40.
Golf, yeah, I'm towards the 50s, 60s.
Yeah, the midlife crisis early.
Yeah, I've seen it on Twitter so many times. Boys don't grow up, they just mature from Xbox to golf. And it's true.
We do.
Yeah. I'm excited for you to want to come and join us on the golf course.
I'm not a bit...
You will. Yeah, you say you won't, but you will. So shut up. You will.
Right,
at some point you will come and play golf, and it'll be because you want to come and play golf.
Abby says I'd be an elderly lady. Christ.
Yeah, but there's aspects about my life where I sit there and think, like last night I was out until like 2 in the morning. I got home at like 2. Like,
so that is like a young thing to do. Yeah.
But at the same time, take it back like 3 months. I was in bed with a book reading at like 9, and then I'd be asleep by 10:30. And I won't lie, that was really nice. I really liked that.
Jesus.
That was good. But
Jesus.
Yeah, just in general, I'd say, yeah, probably about the same as you. Between 25 and 28.
Yeah, I'd say, like, look, when I went down...
And that has nothing to do with my maturity levels.
Yeah. I was going to say, as soon as we introduced those, mine are down low. So when I went down to Exeter to stay with Megan for a few days, like, so the parking space I had my car in was valid until 10 o'clock in the morning. Yep. So at 10 o'clock in the morning, we had to be out. We had to be up, get ready, be out the house. Yep. Otherwise, I get a fine, and I don't really like those.
Oh, no one really does.
And, like, it kind of felt nice getting up at, like, 8, chilling for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, then getting ready, going out, leaving.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it felt nice going to bed at a decent, like, anything before 12 o'clock.
Literally. My sleep schedule, up until this past, like, week, has been great.
Oh, yeah, no, mine's been...
But this past week...
Yeah, it's been fucked.
Down the shitter, right? I used to go to bed... I'd be asleep at, like... At the latest, I'd be actually asleep at like 12:30. Yeah, at the latest. I'd wake up naturally at like 9, 9:15. It was great, and I had so many hours of my day. Yeah. Today, I woke up at 11:30.
Yeah, I know.
I went to bed at like 3:30, and I woke up at 11:30.
I just saw your text as well. I woke up this morning at like 7:30. I saw your text. I'm like, shit, he's not going to be here for 12.
Literally, no. Genuinely, I set an alarm for I always have an alarm at 9:45, regardless of when I wake up.
Right.
Woke up. And I've done this for like the past week, and it needs to change. I set like a timer on my phone for like 20 minutes, so I'll go back to sleep for 20 minutes. But this morning I just forgot to press start on the timer, so I woke up at like 11:30.
Oh my days. Yeah, no,
This can't happen anymore, Brinley. We need to stop this.
It's fine, because, you know, every single week, 12 o'clock.
You know it's
podcast.
Here. You know it's here.
Mine's been shit falling asleep around 7 a.m. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's definitely not it, Chief.
Elizabeth,
go to bed at 7 a.m.
Elizabeth, you need to sort that out.
I thought mine was bad. That is not the one.
Ellie, Lizzie, whatever you want me to call you, go to bed at like 12.
Get it done, boss man.
Swap those.
Right. If the average human lifespan was 40 years, how would you live your life differently? So, half it.
Never save.
Never.
I'd never save. So the only reason why I save money is so I can do like things like holidays, or I could do things like...
Yes.
Buying a house and a car for me is less important than going on a holiday somewhere different every time.
Yeah, I get you.
If that makes sense.
I get you.
So I literally live my life as if that is the case.
Yeah.
So I live it because I like, you know what, I want the experiences for, like, I saw this video the other day, and it said this guy went to the doctors, and they told him you've got 4 tumours in your throat, and they're all cancerous.
Yeah.
We can operate, but the likelihood of you surviving is minimal. So he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And then he called his mum up, like on the way back from the hospital, because he survived it.
Yeah.
And his mum like called him. She was like, oh, what did they say about the tumours, this, that, the other? He was like, Mum, it's going to be alright. And like his wife he'd never seen his wife cry so much when she heard the 4 tumours thing. So since then, he turned around and he was like you don't. Everyone thinks that like, oh, if I save up for another like 5 years, I'll be able to do this. And I'm like, no, save up for a fucking year and then just go on a holiday.
I mean, that was one of my mum's big things. She was like, spend it. Like, you can't take it with you.
Yeah, literally.
If you die with 200 grand in a bank account, you can't take that with you.
No.
You can't go buy a sweet pad up in heaven.
It's not
or hell.
Like, yeah,
probably hell.
Probably, yeah. The jokes I make, I'm definitely going to hell.
But like, you can't. Like, it's all well and good having. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying drain your bank account to zero every month.
Yeah, no, fully. Don't just like
don't
buy out 5 credit cards.
Don't back yourself into a corner to the point where you are genuinely struggling financially.
In massive debt.
But saving for the sake of saving, and like, you can sit there and go, oh, it's for a rainy day, but like, there's no point.
Maximum for a rainy day that I would say is keep $1,000.
Yeah.
Maximum for a rainy day is a fucking $1,000. That's about it.
But it's people who, and I know people who pride themselves on saving money. And don't get me wrong, ever since COVID, I've actually now got some savings.
Yeah,
not a huge amount of savings, but I've got some savings, more savings than I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And that's quite nice to know that I've got that.
Then I spent them on a holiday with Meg.
Dick. Knowing that I've got that kind of financial security is nice, but at the same time, if you've got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds sat in your bank account doing nothing,
the fuck are you doing?
And you haven't been on holiday, or you haven't done anything new or anything cool or experienced anything different in 10 years, but you go, oh, I've got this money saved, like, congrats bro, like, that's cool, good job saving it, but what's the point in having it there if you're not going to then spend it?
I think life is generally like, life is just like everything else. It's quality over quantity.
100%. I'd rather live
the next 5 years
doing everything I've ever wanted to do.
Exactly, and then die. I'd be happy dying at the age of 26, 27, as long as I've done every single thing that I want to do in my life.
Literally.
Like, I do not give a shit.
I would rather live the next 5 to 10 years of my life absolutely loving every single second, doing something amazing every single day, being happy every single day,
than get an extra fucking 50 or 60 or 70 years.
Yeah.
And
work some dead-end job that pays me, work some job that I hate but pays me really well, and I save all my money and I never ever spend a penny, and literally my daily routine is get up, go to work, get home.
Yeah, wake up,
Monday
take
to
a
Friday,
shit, brush my teeth.
Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, like, I couldn't do that. I could not do that.
It's not nice. Yo, what's up, Mia?
So
hope everyone's good.
So yeah,
I don't like it.
Yeah, and that's see, I like this question and I hate this question.
What's that?
One. Yeah, if the average human lifespan was 40 years, how would you live your life differently? Because it makes me sit here and go, get outside, go do some cool shit, go skydiving.
Yeah.
Go.
Even if I give out from a heart attack,
go and do something really cool with your day. Because again, and I've said about 8 times, but tomorrow is never guaranteed. So don't just let this possibly be your last day on Earth. Just go in and get a fucking haircut, go home and do a fuck all with your day. Go and do something amazing that you would be happy to do on your final day on Earth.
Can I just point out that, like, let's say, as I said earlier, if someone is just crossing the road, hey, Abby is in. Sit, man, come on.
Well done, Abby, you're only 50 minutes late. What time do you call this?
But yeah, no, like,
Jesus,
I'd say...
you just can't get the stars on this, can you?
But no, I'd say, like, so let's say someone left their house, like, 5 minutes later,
yeah,
and
you don't know what's going to happen to you.
And a bus hit them, or fucking, like... Let's say the other day I saw this thing that happened, like, in one of the United Arab Emirates, and there was a massive explosion, and I was just sat there, like, what happens if, like, Meghan was still in Dubai and it happened there?
Literally.
Like, you just... And the thing is, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen, so stop being a fucking miserable shit. Yeah. Get out and actually do something.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point in you sitting there.
I mean, at the minute, like, you can't do...
Yeah, at the moment, just do something with social distancing measures, alright?
Exactly.
Now I've arrived, and it's super deep. It is super deep.
It's deeper than you could have ever expected it to be, Abby.
And we're not talking about the podcast.
You know. What is the most desirable trait a person can possess? And I'm not talking like what traits do you look for in a partner. I'm talking like
kindness.
You're making a human from scratch.
Kindness.
What are the best traits you can give it?
So kindness.
Go on, your top 3.
So my top 3. Okay, so kindness.
Yep.
Gratitude.
Yes.
And I'm going to sound really weird, but humility.
Okay.
So like knowing when you're wrong and accepting it and being able to learn from it, but also being grateful for learning off of it, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then just like literally just that, because you're not gonna like if someone's a dick to you, you're not gonna give a fuck.
True.
Like I wouldn't give a shit.
Gratitude.
Yep.
I've taken that one from you. I didn't really plan to have it, but you said it, and to be fair, it's a really, really good one.
Hey.
TikTok as well. You tell us, if you were building a human from scratch, what 3 like personality traits would you
Kindness,
give it?
loyalty, and banter. Nice.
It's not a bad one. I would go for gratitude, curiosity.
Oh, I like
So
that.
always want to learn more, always want to know more,
I like that one.
and just work ethic, man.
Yeah.
Work your ass off, because working your ass off for. I would, again, and this is what I would rather do. I would rather work my ass off for 25 years and live the rest of my life being able to do cool shit that I love doing.
Do a Dow Bilzerian is what you're saying.
Literally, just work my ass off and grind and hustle for 25 years. I will have the worst 25 years of my life, and I will be tired, stressed, all of the above.
But it's so worth it.
But the rest of my life is going to be sick.
Yeah.
I would rather do that than just cruise for the rest of my life.
Basically the opposite of 7 Deadly Sins. Kind of, but that's not where I got it, but good point out. Love, logic and understanding.
That's a good one.
That's
and that
good.
rolls off the tongue nice as well. Love, logic and understanding.
LLU.
Right, Abby, since you're late,
No.
you better give us a good one.
Abby, if you're still here,
You better give us an
Give us
amazing
one.
answer.
you just contradicted yourself. Wait, who did? I hope I didn't. Did I? I don't know.
It was probably me.
I don't really. Don't matter. Anyway,
Next
moving
one.
on. Yeah, moving on.
What is the most defining moment of your life so far?
So, like, if I had to sum up my life in one moment, what would it be?
Or what is the most... What is the thing that's happened in your life that has most changed your outlook and your perspective on things? So, like, I'm not talking... Right, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go on then.
Right,
Go on then.
and it's a story that I'm not going to massively get into.
Oh, brilliant.
But it's... What?
You contradict yourself.
I'll be honest, I probably did.
But it's fine.
So most defining moment of my life that most changed my outlook and perspective, my attitude on things is, and again, it's a story that I'm not massively going to go into. We'll probably get into it another time. Obviously everything that happened with my mum.
Yeah.
So,
true.
you man that don't know, my mum died about
2
years.
2 years.
2 years. She died
Second year of college.
Yeah, no, the year after that. She died 2 years ago. She died on the morning of my birthday, which sucks.
Fuck.
But fair play, Debs. One final little finger. Fair
Debs
play.
1, Bryn 0.
Yeah, my mum's definitely got me there. But yeah, and again, it's a story I'm not massively going to go into in depth because it's long. But it's something that has obviously defined me as a person. Like, shitty things happen to good people. She was a lovely woman. She was great. She did everything to make other people happy, and she still got dealt a shit hand of cards in life.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's very much a case of
Like what you said at the start.
literally, life isn't fair. Shit things happen to good people. So just go and live life. Like, you
And not give a
can't.
fuck.
Yeah, don't give a fuck about other people. Do what makes you happy. Obviously, don't go and do some terrorist shit. That's not cool.
There's not 72 virgins waiting for you, I'm sorry.
Literally, it's not gonna happen, Chief. But like,
Don't care what Osama said.
do things that make you happy. Don't just be put yourself, again, without being massively selfish, put yourself above other people sometimes.
Yeah.
Do what makes you
Yeah.
happy. Don't make yourself miserable to make someone else happy. Like, it's not worth it, and fucking life is too short to give a shit.
I completely agree. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna go with both. I'm gonna say that, like, if I had to sum up one moment to
Yeah.
sum up my entire life,
Alright, do it.
and this is funny because we went cliff jumping, right?
Cliff
Like
jumping.
rock jumping and shit.
I feel like I've been
Um,
abusing the TikTok.
And I did a cannonball and my mate told me not to, and water went straight up my arse. Like, it hurt. Bryn didn't hear this. Did you?
What?
I said, when we went cliff jumping...
You've never told me this story.
No, I haven't. So, I was so excited, and it's so much fun. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great.
When was this?
This was summer last year or something like that.
Alright.
So, went cliff jumping with some of my mates, and one of my mates turned around to me and said, don't do a cannonball, it's a bad idea. So what the fuck do I do? Do a cannonball.
Well, yeah, because you're...
Exactly, because I'm stubborn as shit. No, it's nothing to do with my balls. My balls were good. My balls were fine. They were A-okay. They were breezy down there. Okay. But I jump in, and what's the easiest position to shit in?
Oh,
the squat position.
You dick.
So, as I was like this, water just went...
Oh, no, it went in.
It went in.
Jesus.
So water just flooded my rectum.
And this is the most defining moment of your life.
Yeah, because I get excited for something, then shit goes wrong.
Nice.
And that is also one of the best lessons is,
don't.
If something looks too fun to be true, it probably is.
Jesus, wow. So you kind of got butt fucked by the ocean.
I lost my anal virginity to the sea. It's
amazing. Incredible news.
But yeah, like that's probably like one of the moments where I'm like, you know what? Something is fun. Some things are fun, but there's consequences.
Absolutely, I ain't getting butt fucked by the sea.
Love how that you just gave yourself a deep clean. Yes, I did.
Literally,
and it was deeper.
You must have been squeaky clean.
Elizabeth, it was deeper than you can imagine.
It must have been squeaky clean.
YouTube's, we might lose you in a sec, but it's all good.
Wow.
But yeah, no, that's probably one of the moments, and the other one is like kind of like what you said, but with my nan.
Yeah.
Like it was just.
It kind of sucks that death is something that puts everything into perspective for us, because it would have been great to have had that perspective without someone needing to die to get there.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
I think
it does the job.
What I realise is when something good happens, something then bad also happens.
Yeah, the world balances itself out.
Yeah, it's like Thanos, perfect
literally
balance with his little stiletto, cool thing, like perfect balance.
Exactly.
Do we have a next one?
Of course we do.
Of course we do.
If you had the chance to go back and change one moment in your life, would you do it?
No, ever.
Me neither.
In my life, maybe crashing my car and having to spend $2,500 on it. Maybe, but regardless, that told me not to speed.
Yeah, I would not change a single thing in my life.
You know down the where Test Buck is.
Yeah,
it was down that road that I crashed.
Twat.
Yeah, it's further down that road.
No, I wouldn't change anything.
No, I don't think I would, because like again, everything's brought me to
this moment.
This shitbag, so it's great.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
I wouldn't change anything.
Life.
Like there's a very famous Drake lyric here. Is like, sometimes I wish I could go back in life, not to change anything, but to feel a couple things twice.
Ooh.
And I'm like, whoa, Drake,
that is deep.
You have hit the nail on the head,
yeah,
boss man.
Deep.
And to be fair, I agree.
Yeah,
there's things I would go. I wouldn't change anything, but I would love to go back and
revisit sometimes.
Revisit some memories. Yeah,
I think that'd be a pretty cool thing for someone to invent. Like something that you just like, almost like a memory bank.
You store memories and then you go back and relive them.
It's like, you know, when you're playing Call of Duty or something and you're like, oh, what I just did is pretty cool, and you hit the share and like upload video clip, that kind of thing.
That'd be kind of sick.
That'd be so sick. But unfortunately,
we just need to invent that and make a shed load of money.
Yeah, well, so much fucking money. But yeah, like that. I think that Drake hit it on the nail.
Yeah, Drake's a real one.
It's like the movie About Time. I haven't seen that movie, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like I've seen it. I really feel like I've seen it. Has that got Shia LaBeouf in it? Or Shia LaBeouf? Whatever his name is.
But yeah, no. Hit me up with one more.
Last one.
What? Last one.
And this is the one that really made me think about my life. This is the deepest one.
That's what she
We're reaching the hour mark, and this is where we get deep, boys and girls.
It's not the one with Shia LaBeouf.
No, there's one with Shia LaBeouf about memories and stuff, and it's sick. Alright, listen to this one, because this one's good.
Yeah, okay. Hit me.
When all is said and done, will you have said more than you've done?
I need a second just to process what that means.
Take a moment.
When all is said and done,
will you have said more than you've done? So, When you're there on your deathbed, will you have...
So will I just be like, I wish I did this instead of I have done this, this, and this?
Well, no, kind of like, will you have sit there being thinking, I chatted big game,
But never played.
I wish I backed it up. So like,
I reckon I would have done way more.
It's like, will you start saying, oh, I always said I wanted to go skydiving, but I never did.
No, I reckon no, because if I turn around to myself and I say I want to do something,
you go.
It's fucking happening.
Yeah.
Whether I have to save up for a little bit, because like let's say skydiving, I want to do that. Let's say if it's a little bit pricey.
Same with me.
I don't give a shit.
Same
will happen.
Same with me. Or that is something that kind of...
Unless there's a law from stopping you from doing it.
That's something that really kind of hit hard with me when I read it. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, I'm going to do my best to make sure that's not the case. I'm going to do my best to make sure that I've done more than I've said, and I've done everything that I've wanted to. But it's, yeah, a lot of people, I've seen that, like, a lot of people will talk about wanting to do things, but
then we'll never do.
Yeah, because they just don't either make it happen or they don't put the time and effort into making it happen.
What I've learned is that if you want to do something so bad and you don't do it, it's not a matter of having time or having the money. It's a matter of your priority is not there. Like, I don't give a shit how much you say you want it.
If you want something bad enough, go and make it happen.
I can turn around to myself and be like, you know what? I'd love to go down to like scuba dive to like 60 meters, but it's not a priority right now.
Yeah.
My priority right now would be go to Bali, go to Thailand, do this, do that.
Yes.
It's not scuba. I've already scuba dived. I don't need to go down to 60.
Yeah.
If I want to and it becomes a priority, then it's fucking happening.
Yeah.
But until then, it's not a priority.
Yeah.
And in my head, that's all it comes down to. It comes down to, do you...
How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
Which is something that I've really
You hear
taken...
it a lot in music and stuff.
You hear it a lot in music. You hear it a lot when it comes to like training and stuff like that. It's like how... And that's something that I look... that's something that's big with me with American football at the minute. Like, I want to be... Like,
good.
I want to be a weapon in that team. I don't want to just be someone still on the sidelines. So I'm gonna put that work in.
You don't want to be the backup.
I'm gonna put that work in. I'm gonna put that time. I'm gonna put that effort in because I want it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. American football with me is not my top priority.
Yeah.
Not my top.
Yeah.
It is a priority, but not my top one.
I get you.
At the moment, for me, it's like making money, building a good foundation for later on.
Yeah.
Building up the podcast, the TikTok.
The boys.
Would love to go to Bali. Yeah. I was meant to go
meant
this year. I was meant to go this year, but COVID decided to come.
Psych! That's the wrong number.
Yeah, psych.
But do you know what, mate? It is what it is.
It is
what it is. Love to see it. One thing I also want to start introducing on the podcast before we finish. Have you been listening to a certain song this week that you've really enjoyed? Something new, maybe?
Song this week? I think I have, actually, yeah.
I kind of want to get like song of the week going.
Song of the week?
Kind of want to get song of the week going.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I like This Feeling by Chainsmokers. It bangs pretty hard.
I can't say I've listened to it, but I like it.
It bangs pretty hard.
That's your song of the week, is it?
Yeah.
That's your song of the week?
This Feeling by Chainsmokers.
My song of the week... there's two. So I'm going to give you both. Of them.
Yeah.
My songs of the week are a song called Strawberry Skies by Kid Travis.
Yeah.
Very good song. And one that I'm going to say, and I hope I don't get judged on, because I don't normally listen to his music. I just like two of his songs, but this one's just edged out the other one I listen to. It's going to be Adore You by Harry Styles.
Oh, fair.
Just about edging out Watermelon Sugar. It doesn't make me gay. It doesn't mean I love it up the arse. Those two are the only Harry Styles songs I listen to, but they're good songs.
Fair. Right.
They're certainly good ones.
Shall we close the podcast out, sir?
We'll wrap her up.
Thank
you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for listening.
Hit yourself with a plug.
If you could give us a follow on Instagram at the Top Bunk Podcast, give us a follow at Alexamaginos
and at Bryn_Ferber.
You love to see it
on both TikTok and Instagram. Ladies
and both TikTok and Instagram. Hit it up. Show us some love.
What's the date next week? Date next week is 24th. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the week after next, we will be having a guest on the show. We will be having a guest on the show.
No way have you done it.
Oh no, I haven't done that.
Oh, come on, man.
I haven't done that.
You get my hopes up.
No, we'll be having a guest on the show. And I'm going to leave it at guest because I want there to be a decent hype up. I'm sorry, Bryn.
That's fine. I don't.
It will happen. It will happen. I promise you. It will happen.
Abby Huxley, we will get you on the podcast.
It will happen.
It is non-negotiable. You agreed when I asked you on your live. It's happening. But no, I don't even want you to tell me who the guest is.
That's fine. It will not happen.
I want it to be a surprise.
But yeah, so that will be happening.
Are they going to be here in person?
Yep.
Wow.
As we said, at the Top Bunk Podcast, at Alex Amalginos, at Bryn_Ferber, on every single fucking platform other than Spotify, other than TikTok for the Top Bunk Podcast because we don't have that yet.
Yeah, but that's fine because we're both on there anyway. Give us a follow /subscribe, whatever it is, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're now on Amazon as well.
Yes,
so go and show that some love. We'd appreciate it very much, Lee. And as always, keep your stick on the ice.